Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the mini podcast, Monday Motivation. I'm Dana Williams, and I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like to need a little boost of inspiration each week. In each episode, I'll share a topic to motivate and empower you. This month, we are talking about productivity. And today, we're going to talk about how to elevate your personal brand by overcoming distractions. How many of us have distractions in our life? It's constant, right? It's the news, it's texts, it's emails, it's constant. It doesn't stop. And distractions are the arch-nemesis of productivity. It leads to scattered work patterns, missed deadlines, and subpar performance. Whether it's the constant ping of the notifications, the frequent social media checks, or even day-to-day household interruptions, distractions can severely impede our ability to focus and achieve our goals. Gradually, this can erode our personal brand as inconsistency and inattention becomes noticeable to others. Can you think of those people in your life that seem a little off? They're just distracted. They're just bouncing from one thing to the next. The key is to combat these distractions lies in creating a structured and disciplined environment. For those of you who aren't structured and disciplined, will probably say, I can't do that. Well, I know you can't, and I can't either. I'm not a disciplined type person, but I do get things done by implementing strategies such as time blocking, establishing clear boundaries, and using productivity tools that can help minimize interruptions. In fact, I created the Strengths Journal because I needed a framework every day to help me be more productive. And the way I do it, and it's the way that only planner out there in the world that is based on your unique talents, which are your CliftonStrengths talents, which is what we use here at Dana Williams Consulting. By consciously designing your workflow to support deep work periods and breaks, you can maintain sustained focus and high levels of efficiency. So one of the people that I've been following for a while is Nir Eyal, and he is a person who has written a lot on overcoming distraction. And Nir's work is amazing. He's an expert on behavioral design, and he's the author of a book called Indistractable. And this book provides invaluable insights into managing distractions and improving productivity. And in his approach, he emphasizes the importance of identifying internal triggers. Remember, one of the themes I talk about all the time is this is an inside job. Changing ourselves is an inside job. It's not with the external world. It's what we do on the inside. And internal triggers are the root cause of distraction. So by understanding and managing these internal triggers, individuals can significantly reduce their susceptibility to external distractions. For example, in his book, he shares his personal experience of creating a focused work environment by eliminating unnecessary digital notifications and setting specific work hours. He also advocates for time boxing, which is a method where individuals schedule every part of their day to ensure that important tasks receive the attention they deserve. And then by following these principles, Nir was able to drastically improve his productivity and focus, serving as a powerful example of how strategic planning and self-awareness can help overcome distractions in the workplace. When you implement these strategies and consider Nir's methods to creating a more focused, productive work environment, you start to get more energy. So I created some action items based on Nir's work, and I also applied how I use his ideas with the CliftonStrengths Journal, which I created based on your unique talents. So the first thing that we talk about is how do you identify your internal triggers? So just reflect on moments when you turn to distractions and identify the root causes. When you journal or use introspective practices, you can help uncover where these internal triggers are. I love this idea, and I started implementing this when I saw myself get off focus. And I have all my journaling in one place. It's in the Strengths Journal, and there's a spot to write every day. I call it connections. of what I learned or what I stepped into. It could be a fear I stepped into. It could be something that I didn't want to do, so I just let a distraction get in my way. And that was one of my root causes. And all I have to do now is go back and review what I wrote and then adjust. And then he talks a lot about time boxing. And time boxing is actually allocating specific slots for focus work throughout the day, and then schedule breaks and leisure activities to avoid burnout and maintain a balanced routine. This has helped me tremendously. You've heard me talk when I've shared other experts' work on time management that time blocking is very powerful, but making sure you have time for breaks is also powerful. This helps me as I have a lot of content to create each month, and now I can do is block days for specific work and get everything done for several months in just this time block. And then number 3 is implement the 10-minute rule. Now, I had not heard this before, and this has been really helpful. When you feel tempted by distraction, wait. Just stop and wait 10 minutes before you indulge. It might be to leave and go get some cool drink. It might be to go meet somebody. It might be that you just don't do something. Just wait 10 minutes. Allow this urge to pass. And then when you return to your work, you're going to renew your focus. I'm not good at remembering this one, but we'll continue to work on it as I get myself distracted. Just remember the 10-minute rule, and that'll help you talk to yourself as you find yourself getting distraction. And then we've talked about prioritizing tasks. What we talk about here is the Eisenhower matrix, which Nir recommends. And if you haven't read about the Eisenhower matrix, you can Google it. Just visualize this as a tool that helps you organize and prioritize your tasks by urgency and importance. Using this tool, you'll divide your tasks into 4 boxes. So visualize 4 boxes based on the task you'll do first, the task you'll schedule for later, and the task you'll delegate, and the task you'll delete. And when you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance, focusing on high impact activities first, this will help you delegate and eliminate less critical tasks to streamline your workflow. I use my CliftonStrengths of Strategic and Maximizer to help me prioritize each week. And then also when you use this Eisenhower matrix, it really helps me think of how I can help a team get clarity when they're overwhelmed with work, or someone I'm in a coaching session with. Besides myself, it's a great tool to share with others. Implementing these actions can help you mitigate distractions, lead to a more productive and fulfilling work life, and help you boost your personal brand. So I want you to think about what is one thing you could do differently based on what you heard here. From Nir's work, I've been doing the 10-minute rule and the Eisenhower matrix. I also look for those internal triggers and journal those so that I can help myself remember not to keep using those and to stop that pattern. So just quickly before we finish, most listeners don't yet follow the podcast. So every additional follower we get helps us to raise the profile of the podcast and bring you more episodes. So if you can do one thing for us today, then please hit the follow button and get updated whenever we put new content live. But if you can do a second thing for us today, please share this podcast with a friend. Thanks for listening, and tune in next time.